Yo, it's the end of the week, I'm here to wrap it up right. Talking about game and sports, and maybe life. I ain't decide yet, so tune in to the show. Guest appearances, I don't really know. I'm the Paris, I'm here to do it my way. Click, clap, bang on any troll, so don't press play. A new series, I'm wrapping up the week, so comment on the subjects being given, or don't speak. Weekly wrap up. It's the weekly wrap up. Yo, what's good, people? This your boy Authentic 973. This your boy Paris 57, and I'm back with another episode of the weekly wrap up. Got a lot to talk about pertaining to sports and gaming news. So let me jump right into this gaming news real quick. Y'all already know that I'm a big advocate for NBA2k14, 13, my team. Y'all get it? You know what I mean? Y'all know I love my team. So I just wanted to bring you guys some my team news, just in case you guys didn't know. I'm gonna let you guys know. So my team has finally made it able this year that you can play against your friends. So it says my team mode returns with new player modes plus multi and single player tournaments. You can also play with friends this year. Also, to spice up the action, Visual Concepts added a 4th tier special reward players, Sapphire in parentheses, to go along with the bronze, silver, and gold levels. Players can name the city and abbreviate their my team names, and Visual Concepts is also including logo cards. So I think you're gonna have, I don't know if you guys have seen my team wishlist videos, but that's what I said in my team wishlist videos. Like, it's supposed to be my team, so I mean, rocking the jerseys and all that is cool, like the Hawks and the Nets and the Knicks, that's cool. But if it's supposed to be my team, let me make it my team. I really don't even, I wish you could actually create your own jerseys, like something like on NCAA, like when you could create a team. I wish you could create like your own jerseys and everything like that, and you could download them and share them. I think that would be tough, but I mean, they're making improvements. They said logo cards, so I'm thinking that you might have, you know what I mean, you might be able to pick like the Bulldogs, or have like, you know what I mean. I think that's pretty tough. So I want to know how you guys feel about that. To me, I think that's a good thing that 2K is adding. What else can we talk about in gaming? 2K14 also showed a whole game between Ronnie 2K and LD 2K. They both played with the Lakers and the Knicks. A lot of people was making a big fuss because they was like, oh, the game still look the same. It's pretty much not that much they could change as far as the way the game looks on this generation. You know what I'm saying? Let's wait and see the jump to next gen. Let's see how it looks, but it's pretty much going to look the same on this gen. I mean, you can't really expand that much on this current generation. You know, all they could do is improve some of the tweaks, you know, that we don't, you know, some of the things that we don't like. So, you know what I mean? Let's just wait till next gen before we be like, oh, the game looks the same, this is gonna suck. I mean, that's not true. Madden did a roster update. There was no details released about that. NHL14 is going to be released on Tuesdays. If you in the EA season ticket, you could have downloaded that on Friday and been playing NHL for all my NHL fans out there. NBA Live released screenshots of Kyrie. They always showing screenshots. That's what kills me with NBA Live, with EA and NBA Live. Show some gameplay. That, you know what I mean? They showing all these screenshots of Kyrie face and all that. Come on, man. Show some gameplay. Live. Madden 25 sales are down they sales are down this year compared to last year, and I think that has something to do with the game, with the next gen game being released. I think a lot of people didn't buy it because, you know, next gen is coming out, and they don't want to spend money on 2 Madden, so they just said, you know what, I'll wait and get Madden on next gen. A lot of people did that. Like, if you're not invested like with a YouTube channel or anything like that, there's really no point in you to buy it. I mean, even though EA is doing GameStop is doing like a buyback program where you could trade up and get the next gen one for like $9, but you got to be a reward point member. You know what I mean? There's always a catch. Xbox has finally said their release date November 22nd. That's going to be released November 20th. Xbox One, is going to be released worldwide November 22nd worldwide. PlayStation's coming out a week before that, but that's only in the US, the PlayStation 4. the next week on the 22nd, when the Xbox coming out, it will be released in other countries. That's the PS4. What else can we talk about? Xbox will still support the 360. So everybody that can't afford the Xbox One, Microsoft had came out and said they will still support the Xbox 360. They said up until 2016. So you guys that's not going to buy the Xbox One, you could expect new games. They said over 100 games up until 2016. So that's good news for the people that can't afford the Xbox One or a next gen system. My man, I'm a Florida State fan. I don't know if you guys know that, but my man Jameis Winston went bananas when we played against Pittsburgh. Now, I was like, he's a young kid, he's a freshman. You know what I mean? He showed a lot of poise in the pocket, and a lot of people was like, it's Pittsburgh, relax. And I'm like, yo, Pittsburgh returning 9 defensive starters, and their defense was ranked 20th in the NCAA last year. So I was actually impressed. And then my man K Spade had to play devil's advocate and bring me back down to earth and say, yeah, but last year they played in the Big East. And I was like, oh, he got me. You know what I mean? But he looked sharp. He showed a lot of poise. They already hyping him up, talking about for the Heisman. That's not me doing that. That's, TV and the media and all that. I don't, you know what I mean? It was Pittsburgh. I want to see what the kid do when he get into the ACC. Like, we played teams like Clemson and all that. See what we do against those type of teams. Now, speaking of Clemson, the Clemson offensive coordinator criticized Boyd because he said he slowed down the offense. The offensive coordinator was saying Boyd slowed down his fast-paced offense, and I was like, first of all, you're an offensive coordinator. Why are you talking? You call plays, bruh. Call plays. That's what you're supposed to do. And if anything, like Taj Boyd played an excellent game against Georgia when they played Georgia in week 1. I was impressed with Taj Boyd. You know what I mean? Taj Boyd is another one of those players that are making great strides as a quarterback. And, for his offensive coordinator to come out and say that, you thinking like, yo, what? Like, shut up, offensive coordinator. What else can we talk about? Oh, the 64-year-old Diana Nayed is the first person to swim from Cuba to Florida without a shark cage. Now, I know 64-year-old people that can't walk, that can't even walk or drive or do regular stuff, like walk upstairs, and she swam from one country to another. That is a remarkable feat, especially at 64, and to do it without a shark cage, like, she's a beast. And she was saying that it was something that she'd been trying over these a lot of years, because she'd been doing it, I think, since the 70s. She'd been trying to do it since the 70s, and she couldn't do it. And at 64 years old, she finally did it, man. So that's a great feat for her to accomplish her goal. That should show you guys, you could do anything if you put your mind to it. J.R. Smith said he's 100% sure that the Knicks will win the championship this season. What? J.R. Smith. And on top of that, J.R. Smith just got suspended for 5 games for failing the NBA's substance abuse policy. Come on, J.R. Like, you talk. Let me tell Knicks fans. I'm sorry, all my Knicks fans that watch it. Y'all know I'm from Jersey. I deal with a lot of Knicks fans, and let me tell you guys. Let me be the first to tell you guys. You guys are not winning the NBA championship next year. So get that through your skull, for real. Like, that is not happening at all. That's not happening. The Jets signed Brady Quinn. You see how I skipped right over that. That's not important. The NFL season started. Today. It was a lot of great games. I'm getting ready to watch my Cowboys play these Giants. You know what I mean? Y'all already know I'm a big Cowboy fan. Huge Cowboy fan since I was a kid. And I'm still rocking with them. So, you know what I mean? It was a lot of great games today. Geno Smith pulled out the win. And, I was impressed. Tommy Morrison, in other news, Tommy Morrison died at 44. He was fighting a lot of demons, but RIP to Tommy Morrison, the boxer. That's pretty much it, man. This has been a weekly wrap-up. I appreciate all y'all. Y'all know how I end my shit. Bang.